Yo, what's going on, peeps? You know the vibes. Another vid, player ratings. Make sure you subscribe, comment, like, share, all of that. As you know, we dropped the review earlier. Newcastle 2, Spurs 2. Not a good game at all. But if you want to know the full review, go and watch that. I'm going to give a quick summary of the game. Lineup, somewhat what I predicted, minus the so-so, but it should have been good enough to get the job done. And went a goal down from Joe Linton, who never scores except when he sees Tottenham. When he sees Tottenham, he's like, yep, today's the day I'm going to score. But this is the only team that will allow me to do so, so I'm going to get on the score sheet today. And he did. And then Harry Kane double, quickly 2-1 at half time. Newcastle came out the better team, and they persisted. We had chances, didn't take them, but they kept knocking on the door. Eventually knocked the door down. Joe Willock, unknown from Arsenal, what a fucking surprise, pops up with the equaliser. And that's how it finished. 2 points dropped, or a point gained, depends how you want to look at it. For me, I'll probably say a point gained because we probably didn't deserve a win, and I'll probably say Newcastle probably just about deserved the win based on performance. We looked like we had our Easter dinner early, and they were just ready to sleep after eating, that they ate too much. Whatever they had, lamb, beef, whatever it is, looks like they ate too much of it, and we're just ready to go to sleep because it was so slow and boring. That's what it come like. Not good enough for a top four, with Chelsea losing, Arsenal losing. Not good enough. And Leicester lost to Man City. It was a perfect time to capitalise. But as always, Tottenham like to copy everyone else around them. When they lose, they're like, okay, you lost? Okay, well, we lose, or we'll draw and drop points as well. And that's what they do. So, ain't really no surprise there. Is what it is. We move. Going to Man United on Sunday. I'm not looking forward to that one, but hey ho. That's the hand we've been dealt, so we got to deal with it. But let's get into these player ratings because I'm still fuming because the performance was just not good enough. It was pathetic, to say the least. So, as a fan, there's no fan I have seen or spoke to that is happy with that performance or that result. Maybe the result because they're probably saying we were lucky we got that. But other than that, 99% are not positive. Everyone wants Mourinho out, Sanchez out. People couldn't follow Melo out. I don't know why. I don't think he done bad when he came on. When he came on, we started to play a little better, if I'm honest, but everyone has their opinion and they're entitled to it, so it's whatever. But as always, we start between the sticks, and that's Hugo Lloris, who, let's start off with, he couldn't do anything about those goals. Let's start off there. Couldn't done anything with them. Poor defending, and that's about it. Not clearing our lines properly. He wasn't at fault for any goals. He made a double save at the start from Dwight Gale, brilliant save. But he conceded two. Whether he done anything or not, you have to blame those bums in front of him. Well, not bums, because Rodon done alright. Bum, Sanchez, in front of him. So for me, Lloris, I'm going to give him a standard 5. Next up, Tanganga on the right. He had a decent game. Had a good header off the line from Almiron. Didn't do too bad, to be honest with you. So I will give him 5 as well. Next up, we'll go with Sanchez, let's start there. 1. And he's only getting a 1 because he did stop a couple of crosses and what else. But other than that, he was shocking. And this is why our backline needs to be addressed, because we have defenders like that. He does some half-fast clearance, gives the ball away, and they go on and score a goal. He was all over the place today. He's not good enough. He's been here for years and he's not got any better. If anything, he's got worse. He needs to be sold this summer. But the thing is, who's going to want to buy him based on what they've seen? So it's going to be hard to get him out the door, but he needs to be out of the door. I'm sorry. And Eric Dyer is not good enough as well. So you have to start with the lesser of the two evils. And it is what it is. But he needs to get out. He's getting a 1. I'm going to go with Reguilon. He was getting absolutely terrorized by Murphy on that left-hand side. Murphy was getting so much joy down there. Simple little tricks, nothing fancy, but it was getting past Reguilon. He couldn't keep up. And even when Son came on, he was just doing them both dirty, and they just looked out of their depth. But he was putting in some good crosses, which he's known to do. But nobody in the yellow shirt was attacking the ball. They just let it go past. So I'm not going to knock him for that, because he done what he had to do. Put in the balls for the attackers to do something with it, and they did nothing. So for me, I'm going to give Reguilon 5 as well. Roden, the best in that back line, for being honest. He had a good game, some good blocks, good tackles, clearing his lines, not doing nothing stupid like Sanchez, just knocking out a play if need be. And that's what you want from your defenders. Don't put your team in trouble, just knock it out, and then you have a chance to regroup. And that's exactly what he did today. And for me, he put in a solid performance, and I did put him in my lineup, and I'm glad he came in. So big him up, he done a good job, and he's getting a 7. Next up, Celso, 1. And he's only getting a 1 because he gave 1 good pass to Son. He should have done better with it. Should have took a touch and then had a shot, but he tried to pass it to KANE for whatever reason, I don't know. But he was shocking. He gave the ball away. Instead of passing it, he was trying to take players on and just, I don't know what he was doing, to be honest with you. And he's just come back from injury not long ago, but still, he's been fit. He's had a good few minutes to be able to get up to speed, and he definitely wasn't. He was like back in the day when you had internet, you had dial-up, and if someone's on the phone, couldn't use the internet, and it was just so slow. That's what he was today. Not good enough. 1. Lucas, quiet game. He didn't really get involved. He did give the ball away a lot. Not his best game in the Tottenham shirt in the last few weeks, because he's been brilliant up until today, if I'm being honest. One of the better players. But today, he didn't replicate any of that. He wasn't good. I guess he didn't go on international break because he looked rusty. So for me, Lucas, I'm going to give him a 3. Ndombele, showed him brilliant. He was not his best, but he did have some moments, some good passes, nice skills, like you usually expect, but not one of his better games. But he wasn't bad. Definitely weren't the worst on the pitch, not by a country mile. So I will give him a standard 5. Højbjerg, he was good, putting in tackles, blocks, clearances, no nonsense, going forward. This is what we brought him in for, and this is what we've been needing and calling out for, and he's been brilliant since he's been here. Definitely one of my favourite players and probably one of the unsung heroes at this club. So for me, I'm going to give him a 7 as well. Harry Kane, man of the match. He don't deserve this. He don't deserve to play with these bums. He's playing with a lot of players that are average at best, and he's world class. And when you are world class and you're stuck with some average Joes, it just brings you down and takes away your shine and your chances of winning silverware. And that's what he's stuck with, unfortunately. Bums. But he grabbed 2 goals. He's done all he can. He's scoring. He expects his defenders to do what they have to do to keep the ball out of the net, but they cannot do it for whatever reason. I don't know what they do at training, but it's definitely not defensive drills because they cannot defend. But for me, he don't deserve it. He should leave. Not this season, not next season, the season after. If we don't win nothing next season, I'm gonna tell him to jump ship and get out of here because you're better than this. You deserve way more. And you scored 200 plus goals for this club and won nothing. It just shows you what kind of players he has around him. So for me, Harry Kane, I'm giving him an 8. Vinicius, only on 45 minutes, had a couple of touches, nothing really fancy, didn't really get in the game, didn't really make anything happen. I'll give him a 3. Lamela, for me, should have started the game. Once he came on, the energy shifted and the players started to wake up and have a little spell, and it's because of him. He made a run, gave the ball to Kane where he hit the post. He done what he's been doing for the last few weeks, and that's going forward and trying to make stuff happen. So for me, I'm gonna give Lamela a 6. Son came on at half time for Vinicius. You could tell he's been injured. He was well off the pace. He looked like he was scared to run in case he pulled his hamstring. Definitely not his best game. And usually when they have a good game, he usually gets an assist or does something, but didn't do that today. For me, Son, I love him, but it was not good. I'm gonna give him a 3. Bell, I'm not even gonna mark. He's only in for a few minutes, and he had a free kick, and he went right in the stands. Sums up his loan thus far. Well, that is the ratings. I'll probably drop a video midweek, not sure on what, but I'll find something. And obviously the preview for the United game will be on Saturday, review Sunday, play ratings Monday. But to the next vid, you know the drill. Make sure you wash your hands, keep your distance, wear your damn masks, and until the next vid, I'm out of here. Peace.